Damn it. Oh my gosh. Argo's in the house? Argo's in the house? Everyone's in the house? Hold on one sec. Okay. One crow hears all, they see all. They report back to him every morning. Hello, Mr. Kiki. Helen. Kim. Okay. I just want to make sure the sound's off. I'm downloading a video. Hi, Kim. Randy. Tom. Hold on, my volume. Why I want to go silent? Oh, I know what to do. Mute. All right. Let's get started. Why is it doing this? It's doing this thing it does. You guys, okay, a lot of stuff has been happening in the world. Boots is here. Who's Boots? Who's Boots? Okay, I'm trying to stall because I'm literally right now. Here we go. I got it. I'm downloading a video. You won't believe. Maybe you will. You're not going to believe the monsters last night. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to talk to our monsters. Monsters. The monsters were out. You guys, wait, hold on. Before we get going, Boots, look at Mr. Bojango. Bojango. Okay. He's here. He's in the house. Okay. 57 seconds. Okay. So look, got a lot to talk about. A lot of stuff is going on in the world. Shit is hitting the fan. We knew it was coming. It's here. Okay. It's here. It's here, you guys. Seriously, the war has started and we're involved. Seriously. Yes. Boops, man. Boots. So great. Last night, okay, I have a lot of great stuff to talk about. So I want to talk about, I downloaded a bunch of stuff for us. Okay. I want to talk about the Vril Society. And for sake of argument, I'm going to call it the German Society for sake of argument. Okay. As you know, the purge has happened. They're shutting everything down. I think evil is losing and they're pulling out all stops. We know this. We've seen it coming for months. Okay. More and more keeps being revealed. The other thing that's happening, it's really huge, is they're enabling us to see more too. Let me see, they're allowing us to see more. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they're panicking. They're panicking. You're exactly right. And I think, from the beginning, we've talked about this. We're seeing more than what, okay. It's not just Bigfoot. It's not just monsters, paranormal. It's something more. It's something bigger. Okay. And it's almost like they're watching, like the others are watching. The other dimensions are watching. Okay. Like it's something weird. Okay. Watch this. Ready? Screen share. Let me show you screen share. Let me show you guys a little something. Ah, this is great. Wait till I show you guys this. Okay. So what I was doing is I was stalling because I just downloaded a video from last night. But watch this. This is great. Okay, you guys. In this video, this is Mr. T. This is Orange Man from today, right? This is Orange Man from today. I want you to pay close attention to the ticker at the bottom here. And what does it say right here? Right here, it says Bigfoot and Ghost Paranormal. You guys, we got the shout outs. You guys, it's a major shout out right there on Trumpy. On Trumpy. You guys see that? You guys understand? That is beyond unbelievable. Bigfoot and Ghost Paranormal. Yeah! With Mr. Trumpy. Ooh, that's very exciting. Okay, now check it out. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Listen. Last night, did you see that, Renee? Bigfoot and Ghost Paranormal. That's awesome. You know, 1 million people watch that. Not that they're paying attention, but you never know. You never know. Now, I got something, a lot to go over. Hi, Renee. I got a lot to go over. First things first. I just made a video and I'm going to show you guys a little tidbit. And this one is called Monsters Feeding Time. Hold on, you guys. Watch it. You guys hear it? This is last night, you guys. Watch. You guys see it? Gets better. Hang on. What would cast that shadow? You're right. This is last night. It's going to get good. Hold on. Now, one time somebody asked me how big they are, right? Here is a car. Right here is a car. Okay. Up here is the creatures. This is a full-size car. Full-size car. Look at, watch here. The eye just blinked. Watch. You're going to see this up here. Watch here. Watch. Look. Right here. You see the eye? You see the eye? The mouth? Watch. This is at 2:40 a.m. last night. Watch here. Watch. Watch. Oh. He blinked. He blinked. Now here's a little one. Right here. Watch the two eyes. There's another one. The eyes. Eye. Mouth. Look at the eyeball. Hold on. This is several things happening here. Okay, hold on. Hold on. This one over here is what's going to scare you. Right here, this one. This one right here is scaring me. Because he's doing something. He's doing something. This one is going to blink, 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 blink. This one. But wait till we get to the next one. Watch. I'm freaking out. I can see him blinking right here. But now I'm going to notice this guy.
Hello? I can see you. Can you say hello?
Oh.
How do you guys?
Watch. I'll speed it up. What the freaking hell? You can see the eyes.
Hello.
Hold on. Watch. Right here. Look at the teeth. The nose, the teeth. Over here. Hold on. Then I switch. Okay. Remember, I'm zoomed in and this is my cell phone. Okay. Here's the car. Up here, right here. You see the eyeball? See that little creature? It is a gray. It is a gray. Right there, you can see his cheekbones and his face. And when I freeze frame it, I see his teeth. Look at. This is at 2:30 a.m. I feel like they're more active at night. You know? I feel like they're more active at night. Like weird shit. But with the beginning, let's go back to this. So this thing is weird. You see how it's blurring out my camera? I'm not doing that. It looks like a little creature. And then I noticed that, like, let's just say this is the back. I noticed that it stands up straight. And I noticed the head move. Watch. They are. Okay, look at it. It's blurring my camera. It's blurring my camera. It's right there. He's turning his head. He's turning his head. Dead to rights. Look at, he keeps blurring out my camera. Then I'm filming that, and then I go up, and dude, right here, this face right freaking here. This one is like a monster. Okay, like eyes, mouth, nose, and cheekbones. It's like he's sunken in like a gray, like Argo said. Okay, and then it's like he moves. His mouth moves. This one over here, you could see his eyeballs. When I'll post a video later. You can see then his teeth come through. I'm telling you, when you guys watch this video, you're going to crap your pants. It's freaking good. Right here, you can see the eye, nose, mouth. This one, eye, mouth. And in real time, I saw this right eye blink. Yeah. Yeah, you see him? You guys see him? Okay. Yeah, crazy, huh? It is crazy. It's crazy. There's a lot going on. This tree is unbelievably magical. There's always crap in there, you know? Look at this. Look at this. Right here. Okay, let's come back. Oops. Okay, let's come back. Now, I want to talk to you guys about something fun. Okay, if that wasn't fun enough. You guys see it? Oh my God. Like sometimes when I put it, okay, wait, let's see. It looks like an old monk. Oops, sorry. It looks like an old monk. Yes. Yes. Because for the first time, what I saw last night was it was different. It was look, I'm gonna tell you what was going on, okay? What happened last night is it was feeding time. Okay? It was feeding time last night. I saw them eating. Yep. What's good? What's good? You missed some good stuff? Did you see it? Did you see the monsters? My God. Yeah. So last night, I'm pretty sure it was feeding time, boys and girls. Feeding time for the monsters. Woo! This one stands up straight. Damn, that's a good shadow. It's a good shadow. Man, oh man, is that a good shadow? And it keeps blurring it out. That's good, huh? See, I say it live. He's turning his head. Yeah, they're eating. This one right here is just crazy. When you freeze it, you see the eye and the mouth, nose and the mouth. Okay. This one over here is another creature. You see two eyes. I know it looks like a lot of eyes, but trust me when I tell you, I was watching this one last night live. When you play with it and you go, okay, that's a different part of his face, and then you play with it. Okay, he's right here, and you go and you, whoa, 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 eyeball. He's mad, and then he's gonna show his teeth. Well, it's because he's feeding. It's chow time. Chow time for the monsters. A chow time for the monsters. Ooh. Yeah. Shit's hitting the fan, boys and girls. Spiritual realm is beyond thin. It's wide open. It's open. Doors open. Doors open. Everybody come on in. Yeah. You did see it, Enigma? Okay. You saw some good stuff? Okay, yeah. So, like, obviously we can all see a lot more, but you know what I mean? I just literally did that, okay? Like it was finishing processing right when we came on live. Candy Apple made it. Okay. Keep in mind that an attack on Q is an attack on the genuine people of God. Their draconian NOAD laws make them think their killing Christians is legal. These scum gotta go. They gotta feel pain. Yep. You missed it, Cosmic. Because on Trump's speaking today, Bigfoot Ghost Paranormal is on the bottom ticker. Now listen. Okay, we are smart and we like to learn. So here's the deal. I was doing some homework and I want to talk about the Vril, VRIL. Okay. I want to talk about the Vril society that originated through mythology. Okay. Look, I kind of believe mythology's got a lot of truth to it. Now, the Vril society has to do with energy. Okay. It's a big deal. And Odin was the god. In Nordic time. I think he's the father of Thor with the hammer. Okay. And this is exactly where we are at currently, because in the Vril society, I'm going to show you right now, it talks about energy. It talks about energy, and it talks about the 9 levels of the realm, you guys. 9. Yeah. Oh, and there you go. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now check it out. So now, reason why I like history is because we got to put the pieces together, okay? So check this out. Check this out.
A woman as beautiful as she was deadly, Maria Orsic led an amazing life and changed the course of world history. She was deadly. But if what we know today is true, she was instrumental in unleashing the most destructive war in human history.
Right.
Never in history has science progressed with such giant leaps as in the early 20th century Germany. Never before have occult societies blossomed in such profusion, and never in history has one regime based its whole existence, its philosophy, and its science on the occult. And yet, in less than 2 decades since the end of the Great War, Germany had entered atomic and space age. Why were the Nazi scientists so successful? Is it true that their fringe teams experimented with anti-gravity, exotic propulsion systems, and cold fusion, and that they actually won the race for the atomic bomb? Hermann Orbert, one of the founding fathers of rocketry and astronautics, who was later employed by NASA, has confessed, "We were helped by people from other worlds." Another German in the United States, Willy Ley, was the first to shed light on German occult societies, such as the Thule Society, which included amongst its members the future Nazi leaders Himmler, Hess, and probably even Hitler. The Thule Society had a special branch for female mediums, employing remote viewing and other spiritual techniques to obtain information from other galaxies and dimensions. This group was led by a woman called Maria Orsic, who reportedly received messages from another galaxy, from those who had once engineered a human race. Her mysterious drawings launched the search for new energy forms and resulted in experiments to manipulate gravity, space, and time. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of internet sites where the name of Maria Orsic can be encountered. And yet, the most important questions remain unanswered. Where did her visions come from, and where did they lead her? Was she behind the rise of Germany, or its ultimate fall? Did she, in fact, exist? My book is an attempt to recount what really happened, or might have happened. The Goddess of the Devil is an epic journey of one woman from beauty into a beast.
Okay, that is just to give you guys an idea of what we're talking about, the Vril. Now, in the Vril society, they were channeling demons. Okay, so get this. The Vril society is based on the Nordic god mythology. Odin was the god of gods in Nordic time before Christianity. That is where this came from. The Vril society, it's talked about. Yeah, let me see. Maria is a key name, especially in Spanish. Yes, yeah. So look, every group, no matter what type, has good apples and bad apples. Right, that's true. So look, so the Vril society, he was trying to tap into the other side, the realms, the other worlds. Okay. Now, Odin, here we go. The Vril seemed to actually be in real contact with, at least some way, with some of the head of societies describing the Greys 50 years before the term was coined. Right on, because watch this. That is dead on. Think about it. Okay, look. The Vril society mythology is Nordic, Viking. Okay. And the father of Odin was the god of gods from the beginning. All right. Then from that Vril society, the Germans, I'm not going to say it, they adapted it and tried to tap into it. And there's no denying it. They were smart. The German scientists were the smartest in the world. Okay. Now, what you just said is dead on, because what happens after this? Watch. It's a summary. Here's Odin sacrificed an eye to gain more sacred divine level of wisdoms. He exchanged an eye. He did this multiple times to gain cosmic understanding of reality. He exchanged one eye, but guess what? It gets good. He exchanged one eye for wisdom with guess who? With giants. This has to do with giants. See, one eye. You see, he exchanged one eye. Then he could turn himself into wolves. He could manifest himself into birds. What is Bigfoot? What is Bigfoot, you guys? Bigfoot can alter itself into animals. We all know this. We all know this. And it was a never-ending mystical follow for Odin. See the birds? See the birds? And the dog? And look at the pitchfork. Hello? Look at the pitchfork. The one-eyed symbol. Good point, Cosmic. Yes, wolfkind. You're right. Okay. Okay, now, okay. So, I mean, I didn't know this, okay? So much has been kept from us, right, Candy? So, let me do this one thing. Okay. My voice is too loud. Odin, the original truth seeker. Yes. So Odin was a god. Okay. Now, the way the story goes is that he wanted wisdom. And in exchange for wisdom, he gave an eye. He went to a well, and he went to the well and he said to the owner of the well, I want the wisdom. And the owner of the well was like, you can't just have it. What can you give me in return? And he cut out his eye and he threw it in the well. And I made it today. This is my video. I made it. So Odin throws in the eye in the well so he can drink the water. Isn't there a saying about don't drink the Kool-Aid? Odin exchanges an eye for the drink of the well for wisdom. And the owner of the well was a giant. The owner of the well of wisdom was a giant. So then it gets creepy. It gets really creepy because I forgot. Okay, so you know everybody's watched the Vikings, the show, right? You've heard of Ragnar, and you've heard of what's the name of the guy that builds the boats? Okay, I forgot his name. He punished himself multiple times to gain knowledge for ruins. Exactly. And this is in a time for the quest of knowledge, and they lived unlike humans. They call in history, they say that they went lucky. That's it, Tom. Right. That's right. Lucky. That's right. So what's weird, here we go. True wisdom is being aware how ignorant we all really are. Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's right. That's right. So this is good. Now, the reason why I'm playing this is because, look, we need to learn, right? This is, so now it gets better. Okay. Now, what happens is that let me get to this part. Okay, so the story goes like this. So in the Viking time, or I mean, this is before the Viking time, right? I hit the wrong button. Before the Viking time. So he's in thirst for wisdom, and the kingdom of the wisdom was the freaking giants. Giants. What are we dealing with? I just showed you some creepy monsters across the street that were larger than goddamn car. Okay? Oh my God. It's crazy. Okay. So now the giants are key. Now, watch this, okay? Check it out, you guys. Giants. Here we go. The giants of pre-Christianity mythology and religion of the Norse and the Germanic peoples. Got that? Germanic peoples are tribal spiritual beings whose power equals that of two tribes of gods. All right? The character, however, differs from gods to gods. In fact, the giants and the gods corresponding, oppositing by intertwining cosmological principles. Dude, they're talking about cosmic principles before we can even read and write. Oh my God, this is good. So they're called the Devourers. Is that right, you guys? Devourers. Okay. Giants is misleading. Angel of civilizations, the name being of the beings. In modern English, of course, giant is first and foremost something of enormous size. Calling godlike being a giant can't help to remind one of Michael Paine's famous prayer, Monty Python, and the meaning of life. Speakers of Old Norse called them Jornot. Was that Jornot? Okay. Jornot. Okay, anyways. Here it goes. The Old English is, here we go. Derived from Proto-Germanic, means something like powerful and injurious one, with a secondary of thorn-like. Hence, you get Thor, right? How did these devourers come to be called giants? When the Norm French William Conqueror seized control of England in 1066, okay, it keeps going on. Giants. Here we go. You Tangled Spirits. What's that called right there? This is Wild Connections. It's fun, huh, you guys? Look at You Triangle Spirits. One of the fundamental concepts that underlies the ingenious Germanic worldview is the distinction between I don't know what this word is, you guys. What is this word? Geographic space and psychological states are often classified as being Old Norse. Oh, this is getting good. Okay, anyways, let me go back. So, the enclosure of the Ashir gods, the divine model of... Somebody's writing something? Well, hop on, Randy. Come on in anytime. So, let me come over here. You guys, this is badass. Okay, this is long before Christianity. Here we go. Randy, you can come on. There's the click on the link. Well, let's get back to work and read this. Okay. This is bitchin'. Nevertheless, okay, so giants are called devourers. You guys see that? They weren't straightforwardly evil. At times, they could also play a constructive role. This is shown most clearly in the Norse narrative, wherein the gods construct the cosmos out of the corpse of the slain devourer. Oh my God, this is getting crazy. The Viking spirit. So the story goes, there we go. Woohoo! Randy's in the house. Say hi, Randy.
Hey, how's it going?
Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo!
Audio's working. It's all good.
It's all good. I got it down, mofo. Okay, go. What'd you find out? What'd you find?
Well, looking into Odin, I found some interesting things. you already mentioned a lot of it, but he was a seeker of knowledge. That was his deal. So it was his whole thing. He would give up all kinds of things for knowledge. And in the seeking of those runes, I guess they were powerful symbols that would teach him different things like spells and how to turn into, like you mentioned, like animals. Like he was ravens. He
Yeah,
turned into
yeah,
ravens. He's known as a raven god. But what I found was strange is like he starved himself, he hung himself,
that's
he
right.
stabbed himself to gain knowledge. It sounds very Jesus-like to me. I mean, it's very strange. But yeah, it's interesting looking into it.
Isn't it a great subject? It's perfect, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
and
it-
it's crazy. Go ahead. Oh,
no,
I'm
go-
just saying it's crazy how I found the similarities to because I like mythology more. I know more about the Greek mythology or the Sumerian stuff, but I found like the parallels are just it's always there. It's crazy.
yeah, exactly. So that's what I was thinking. So the way I came across it is I was researching the Vril, and then when I started researching the Vril, it goes that arrived from Nordic time, Viking times, and I'm like, what? Like what? And I'm like, wait, what? They were into spirituality. Vril is an energy. Vril has to do with, different realms. Keep going. Keep going. Tell me what else you found.
Oh, and just it's amazing the Valhalla, the Middle Earth, or it's just like it goes into Tolkien and all kinds of like Lord of the Rings type stuff when you really think about it. And then yeah, during the creation, like when Odin got together with the other gods to create humanity,
Yeah.
their first people were just off memory ash and elm. So the A and the E, so like Adam and Eve, it's like it's
Oh,
all similar.
no.
Yeah, it's crazy. And
Oh
I
my
just learned
God.
this stuff today.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy? Okay,
Yeah.
so look, just keep talking. Let me show this while we're talking. Look, Odin was the god of gods from the beginning. See?
Very
Now,
similar to Zeus.
exactly. And like the mythology part, everybody talks about Greek. What about this? Right? People at the time were not to blame because Christianity was so deeply integrated in their society. If they wanted other people in the society, they got moral understanding of the Norse mythology, they had to sacrifice.
Mm.
This is huge. Historians believe in the 13th century Odin. How do you say Odin in like Viking? Holden. How do you say it? There's a way they
Odin.
say it. Yeah. Yeah. So now let's go back to this. So talk to me more about how he can turn himself into an animal.
Well, during his quest for knowledge, getting these runes would give him powers and insight. So he would be able to change form, like like Zeus did, change himself into a swan or whatever. By the way, Odin had many illegitimate children, and they don't know how many he fathered. So he got busy too. So very
Here's his,
similar.
is this his description right here? His weight is 6'9", height is 6'9", his weight is 650.
Is that a comic book character version? Yeah.
Formerly blonde. His hair. Yeah, no, so it talks about Odin, and when it talks about Odin, this is good. I mean, here is some of now. What did you come up with? How they came up with the swastika? How'd you
Oh, I
come up with?
just randomly I just looked at the symbology and I'm like, I don't know how I came upon that. I'm like, oh, by the way, that reminded me of a playing card, this picture. So I looked
Mhm.
up, oh yeah, there is a fact, there is a king, one-eyed king, right?
That's right, one-eyed Jack.
Yeah, one-eyed Jack too.
Is there a one-eyed king?
Yeah, there's a one-eyed king, it's the king of diamonds.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and that's what brought me to the symbology. I'm like, there's got to be a diamond symbology, and of course there is for the Norse mythology. Also, that's how I ran into the swastika. I'm like, no way do they
Mm-hmm.
have that symbol too. But they have a lot of knots and stuff like Celtic knots and a lot of triangles. The upside down.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there's a lot of occult symbology just wrapped up all in all of that.
Right, because it also has to do with a small tidbit of paganism.
Hmm. Oh, there's a weird thing about Vikings. They never had horned helmets or something like that. Everyone thinks of Vikings with horned helmets.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were rare,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I've talked to you guys before. It's been a long time, but I personally have a couple of photographs of helmets. I tell you guys all the time, they're wearing hats and helmets. I tell you all the time, and the pieces are starting to come together because let's face it, Odin, okay, these were gods because they talk about when they go to the land of man. It talks about when they go to the other realm of men, meaning they're not men. They're not of this realm. Do you know what I mean? Like
Right.
he talked. Oh, that's a badass picture, man. If I ever got a tattoo, I think it's gonna be this guy.
Oh, cool.
It's so cool. Yeah. So now let's talk about how they. Let me see this. Let's talk about how he. Here it is. The life force of the gods. I want to show you guys this chapter. Watch this. I think it's page 300. Let me go down here. This is illustrations. And check this out. All these pieces are coming together. Watch this. Let me keep going. I think it's down page 300. Watch this. It's too much to talks about. Look, I mean, the Vril. This is about the Vril, which is what the Nordic was talking about. So look. There are 5 elements instead of 4 in the Norse cosmology. I can't say it. There's fire, earth, fire, water, and ice. Okay, just like Game of Thrones, you guys. The stories go on in here about they go to a place that has ice and they can see the light coming through the caverns, meaning it's under, like it's subterranean. People live underground, you guys. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Well, it's all connected with the tree of life. That tree of life symbology is like,
yes,
it's everywhere.
Let me go to page 300. I'm going to show you something. Let me see. Okay. I mean, here it is, crazy. It's like how to use your negative forces in your orlog to your advantage. It talks about, okay, wait, hold on. Protecting your wild power. Here we go. This one talks about the third eye. This is a Vril. Now let me get to opening your third eye. Okay. Right about here. What's this word? Manza. It's a very effective rule they can use to open your Bifrost gland, which is the third eye. We discover several hidden runic shapes within its form. So let me go back down here because it talks about Germanic.
It's a rune symbol or shape?
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Look at this one, you guys. Second sight or spacecraft. You see that? It's spacecraft. It's right here. Through most of pagan Europe, women had such abilities. There were constructed oracles with famous, like in Greece and Rome. They believed that in the Vril, they believed women had higher conscience, that they could reach the other realms, okay? They believed in telepathic and ESP. Now, let me just come back here for a second and say, let me say something. I lost where I was. Here we are. Okay. Here we go. Tom, great kids' boots came from mythology to scare us to behemoths out of us. I know. Okay, so did you read this? So I read it. I read when they tell the story. Okay, the story is the giants, and the story is with Odin. Odin, a giant came to Odin's. They were building their castles and palaces. A giant came to Odin and said, if you let me build your fortress around here, in exchange, I want your women and some other things. And Odin said, I don't know about that. And then Loki, he said, no, let's tell the giant to build the wall.
Oh
And
yeah.
then, right? Do you remember reading this?
No, but that makes sense.
Okay. So hello, Claudia. So they said, let's build the wall. They made a deal with the giants to build a wall. Now, here's what's really interesting. Listen to this. The giant used his horse, day and night to lift these blocks and build the wall around the fortress. The giant said, I will have it completed in 1 year. Loki said, okay, I will make the deal with the giant, and I will get it to where you don't have to give your woman. So he goes at the very end, he tricks the giant and has the giant's horse fall in love with one of their mares. Okay. But the irony here is it's mythology. So no horse can lift blocks. No horse can lift blocks, right? So clearly it's another thing. It's a machine. After he builds it and it's done, Odin feels bad because he tricked the giant. Then chapter 2, Loki is they killed an animal to eat, and he was putting it on the fire, and on the fire he kept having the fire to make this food, and every time they would take it off, the food wasn't cooked. And Odin says, oh, Loki. And Loki kept putting more coals on the fire and logs on the fire. And he kept, every time he took it off, the meal that they were cooking over the fire never got warm. And they're like, what is going on here? Odin leaves. Then Loki says, the biggest eagle I've ever seen in the world started to circle where I was having the fire, where I was cooking the food. The eagle comes down and says, I'll cook that for you if you let me have some of it. Loki says, okay. And instantly, the large eagle lights the fire, blows on it like a dragon, and poof, the food is cooked. Now, right now, you already know this is a UFO. This is a spaceship. There's no such thing as a large eagle that can spit fire. So the eagle starts to eat most of the food. And then he grabs Loki and takes Loki to the land of the giants. And Loki says, why are you taking me? He says, because we're trying to get even with you because you tricked us with building the wall. So now this other lady in the mythology, she has this mystical tree. Oh, wait, I forgot to tell you. So the eagle, when the eagle tries to take Loki, Loki starts fighting with him. And it says in the mythology writing, in the mythology writing, Loki was trying to fight the eagle, but his stick bounced off him like metal. That eagle was not an eagle. Okay. He said it bounced off him like metal. So, here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Let's read some stuff. I believe that there are Christ-like or Christian elements within certain ancient pagan practices. Yes.
Yeah, he took the pagan practices and made them holidays.
Really?
Yeah, like Easter.
Okay, tell me.
Well, Esther, or I can't remember all the facts of it, but basically it's a fertility god that they prayed to, and that's where you get the eggs from.
Oh my God.
Then they would, sacrifice, etc., etc. There's some dark elements to it, but yeah, it was a
Here you go, Randy.
pagan religion.
Okay, now here we go. English-speaking countries in Germany, Easter takes its name from the pagan goddess Anglo-Saxon England, who was described in a book by the 8th century English monk. Estrosh was goddess of spring. You're right.
Yeah.
So now let's go back and talk about. Okay, you were born on Easter, Kiki? How cool! Okay, Randy, exactly. Holidays. So, Claudia, if you want to come on, you can too. Everybody can come on. Okay, hold on. Okay, wait. Someone's been listening to Jordan Maxwell. Okay, so now let's back up. So the Vril Society has to do with energy. And back to the story with Loki, it was the giant wanted the lady who had this special tree of apples that were shiny that gave you Kim sending good vibes in the house. So in the mythology, there was a tree, okay, that they would eat this shiny apple that made them never grow old.
Oh, so the apple from the tree for knowledge. Yeah.
Right.
Don't
right?
eat the apple from the tree. Yeah.
Exactly. So now it's like, okay, so it's not that, okay, Catholics would merge beliefs of people to get involved in their church. That's a good point. That's a very good point. That's a good point. Okay. We are all citizenships need license to commerce, or we could be lucky enough to get birth certificates. Okay. So I want to go into this is bitchin' stuff. Okay. Somebody said hi to you, Kim. This is bitchin' stuff. So now we now know the god, Odin. His son was Thor, by the way. Another, magical, what do you
Oh yeah.
say?
Another fun thing I found that I was looking into Odin, the
Yeah.
son Thor, right? But he had two goats. He had two magical goats that would carry him everywhere, right? And he would constantly sacrifice these goats and eat them, and then resurrect them.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was like, that was interesting.
These guys, okay, look. I had a lot ready, but of course, I always panic when you guys come on. But the truth is that they also believe the Vril and the mythology. They believe that there are 9 realms. Realm number 1 is the gods, which they feel they're a part of. Realm number 2 is man. So they don't consider themselves in realm 2.
Right.
Realm number 3 is the underground subterranean. Okay. And they talk in the story, they explain how he talks in the story when they repeat it. Odin talks about the eagle took Loki, like I was telling you, to the subterranean. And Loki says, I can see light coming through the crevices. Okay. That means they're underground. Now, one more thing. I just read it to you guys. They said in their mythology, they believe there's earth, fire, water, and ice. And you know what else it says in the mythology? Okay, here, hold on. Let me get Claudia. You know what else it says in mythology? It says it's just like what was that series everybody was
The
watching?
Game of Thrones?
Exactly.
The ice wall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're
Just how
talking
the
about that.
flat earthers believe that there's a giant ice wall around everything.
They do.
Yeah. Not that there's an edge to it, but there's a giant ice wall that holds in all the ocean. And then there's a dome, supposedly.
So, also in mythology, you're going to dig this part. In this mythology, Nordic mythology, they also believe, they talk about how it snowed for 3 seasons. Remember in Game of Thrones, they kept saying the winter's coming, and they had that big wall, remember?
It is so crazy how much media that we consume that have these mythologies, these the same kind of patterns of. You just mentioned the elements. You can think about how many different shows have the same, like earth, fire, wind, water. The Frozen movie had that. For kids, when you really start diving in to see what these people believe and all the different things that they're trying to just show us, it's in everything. The more you learn about it, the more it's in your face.
Okay, let me copy this and send it to Claudia. Claudia's in the house. Yeah, I love digging this stuff because, okay, so when I start this, so Claudia, just click on the link. I put it in your, Claudia, click on the link. I put it in your messenger. Here we go. I put it in your messenger. Oh, yeah, Cosmic has to throw in the fart earthers. Stupid. Claudia, click on the link. I put it in your messenger. Click on that link, or click on it right here. Now, so when I bring up these things and we talk about it, then everybody here is smart. We all start thinking like, oh my God, what about this? What about this? And then we can come back to around again, you know, and talk about it. Claudia, do you see the link? I put it in both. Just click on it. It came through right now. Okay, so then check this out. I want to ask you guys, Argo, are you still here and everyone? I want to ask you now. I'm going to go to my next thing. You already know the Vril Society and Germanic, the Germans. You already know. What did we just talk about, Randy? We just talked about flat Earth. We talked about snow. We just talked about how it, you know, Game of Thrones, the big wall of ice. And in Antarctica, Claudia, click on this link, okay? Right here. It's in your click on this link. It's in your message. Okay. So now when you talk about Game of Thrones, Antarctica, I got to show you something. You're not going to freaking believe what I found. You're not going to believe what I found. New Swabia. Huh? Come on.
There's a pyramid in Antarctica.
Lots of them.
Yeah.
So in Antarctica, the part that the Germans took, and you ask her, Omar, and they named it New Swabiland. Okay. So German, right? So German. Okay. So watch this. I know you guys might have seen this, but I want your opinion on what you guys think. Are we on? Are we can you see the screen? Okay, here we go. Ready? Tell me if you guys think this is real. Ready? Here we go. Wait. I went too far. Here we go. Ready now. Tell me what you think.
Oh.
Ooh. Badass, huh, Randy? Remember, Vril Society. Remember, Vril Society was the aft to reach the other galaxies, the other worlds. Remember? What do you guys think? You think it's real? Look at the truck. What do you think?
There's so much to this that's probably true that we don't know.
Well, watch it fly, Randy. Tell me what you're thinking. Woo! I think that's like right there. I think that's magnets, you guys. Reverse magnets. If the Earth is a magnet, you reverse it. It pushes it away.
Well, yeah, we're negative. Yeah, north to south poles.
See, you guys are so smart. If you guys would all put your pieces together, we need to talk about this Nordic stuff in detail. Don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Get ready, you guys. Tell me what you think. See if it flies. Damn, dog. That's a good one right there. Are those machine guns, you think? You think those are machine guns? Right there? You think it's machine guns? Hold on, it's going to fly. All right, hold on. Hold on, it's going to fly. Oh, boy. You guys think it's real? It's a fatty. It's a fatty, huh? That one's lame, huh? But
Yeah,
maybe it's real.
Oh, it looks like a toy.
Is it?
That one looks like a computer.
And this one looks lame. I like the one in the Antarctica. Here we go.
The first couple of ones
This one.
were great.
Yeah, those were good. Here we go. Ready? Here you go. Right there. Boom. Argo, you see it? What do you think? You think it's real? You think? Goes behind the mountain. It has shininess to it. Yeah, you do? Okay. You think it's a real Nazi ship? Okay. Because there's one clip coming up when Admiral Byrd went down to Antarctica. I'm pretty damn sure. Remember when I filmed the UFO and it had that thing? Remember? Remember it had that one strip? Oh my God, remember? Okay. Oh boy. That one looks so fake, it's probably real. It's like floating. And it's got that 3 thing with the 3. I think those are magnets.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go, Randy. Here you go. The moon. This is the moon. This is the moon.
Oh yeah, the swastika base, supposedly.
You think that's real?
Well, Wilcock and Corey Good talk about it.
Okay. Who got to the moon first?
Probably Nazis.
Well, guess who works for us? The head of I'm sorry, I'm trying to type. Okay, wait. Oh my God. Real or not, even crazier shit exists. Exactly. Supposedly there's an underground base in Antarctica. That positively. Here's the deal with Antarctica. Okay, before I finish with Antarctica, I brought out a famous book. Claudia, just click on the link and it will tell you. Remember? That's how you did it. Okay. So I love to collect books. Old books. This is called Authorize. Okay? I don't know if you can see the name. This has nothing to do with the Nazis. If you open it up, Kipling. It's Kipling. If you open it up, the first page is the Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal. Old. Yeah. Let me see. Here we go. Let me see. Hydra is real and running our government. You used one infamous UFOs. I don't know about him. If it's real, it's incredible. He has one picture of Mars out of ships of windows. Okay. The theory is that the reason Australia and South... Oh, I know what I got to show you. Okay. You're not going to believe what I found. This makes so sense. This makes so much freaking... Hold on, let me get it. I pulled it up. I saved it to show you guys. Hold on. What's this? Hold on. Oh, it's okay. I'll just pull it up. Hold on. You won't believe this. It's really, really good news. Okay.
Wish I could see the chat.
Hold on. I'm going to show you the chat. I'll pull it up.
Okay.
One sec. Here we go. Okay. Let me just try and summarize this for you. So 1938, Nazis go to Antarctica. Why? Because they studied the Vril. They also went to Tibet. They went everywhere because the Aryan race is all supposed to be the first smart people, which, come to think of it, Aryans kind of sort of look like Vikings, don't they? Blonde hair, blue eyes. Okay. So walk through it. So they think that they study all the Aryan. 1938, they go to Antarctica. Okay. Then 1940, I forget whatever, Admiral Byrd went down there, and that's when the plane was sucked into the underground and he saw it all. After the war ended, we went there with 32 battleships to Antarctica. because now the war supposedly ended. Okay. When the war ended, over 100 U-boats from the Nazis went missing. 100 U-boats. Not 50, not a couple that sank. 100 U-boats. Okay? They went missing. So some we know for a fact were some of
The
them
Third Reich found submerged just off the coast of Turkey.
we know some were found.
The
Oh, this
German
one's
U-boat
Turkey.
was known as
Okay, let me go back.
and
Okay, so we know for a fact that some of the U-boats were found because they sunk them right when they went to Argentina and they dropped. Look, here's Argentina. The tip of Argentina is the closest spot to Antarctica. That's why they'd go make their runs to Antarctica. I'm sorry, to Argentina, and then from there, that last haul to Antarctica is easy. Okay, so 100 U-boats went missing, and the theory is because they built an underground base, okay, in Antarctica, and then they needed the U-boats in Antarctica. All right. After the war ends, it's Antarctica U-boat. Here we go. After the war ends, watch this. So, look at this. This is an image from Antarctica. Look at that. Okay, look at this. A German U-boat spotted in Arctic. Oh, that's cool. Anyways, let me get back to the meat and potatoes. I keep getting sidetracked. Okay. So 100 U-boats. So the theory is they built an underground base there because they had already been in connections. Look, it's in Raiders of the Lost Ark. All the, Nazis were looking for everything. Okay. So now I always asked myself, why is it that nobody's allowed to own Antarctica? Why is nobody allowed to own Antarctica? I always thought about that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Antarctica has its own, like that was Atlantis. They're all there. The first ones, you guys know this. The ones that run the world, the aliens that run the world live in Antarctica underground. And I kept saying, why is it that nobody owns Antarctica? Everybody's got a flag. Everybody has their marking on Antarctica. There's all these flags. But why is it nobody owns Antarctica? And look at this. This is good.
It's the only world treaty that's never been fought over.
Here
they
it is.
Just
right
all
here.
agree.
Right there. There you go, Randy. Antarctica Treaty. Here is why. This is unbelievable. The Antarctica Treaty is, you know what it is? The treaty provides that Antarctica shall be used for peaceful purposes only. It specifically prohibits any measures of military nature. Military nature. We made a deal with the aliens that live underground in Antarctica. It's part of the treaty. Nobody's allowed to do any military nature, weapons, nothing.
No fly zone.
And a no-fly zone. The legal status of Antarctica continent remains unchanged.
Got to protect those penguins.
The penguins are in danger of. This is like, there it is. It's in writing. It's in writing. You can't own Antarctica, and you certainly can't have any military stuff because we made a deal. Like the top aliens are the ones that live underground in Antarctica. And one of the theories is why it's melting is because of all the underground shit. What? What's this? Marie, hashtag. What's that? A meeting of the mist. I bet they haven't found one. What was this? Just got home from work. Patriots and Maddie. Good evening from Chicago. Yeah, Arian and Orion. Look, it's deep. So it gets deeper because now we know Odin fought the giants.
And another thing, he's known to fight reptilians or a serpent.
No.
Yeah, there's many stories about him fighting reptilian beasts.
No, this is good. Odin fighting.
I think they call them serpents.
Oh man, I started to see something like that. Reptilians. Let's see. Oh my god. Let me see. Wait. You guys know that I'm a truth seeker, and one of our videos, they put a little Wikipedia on it when I was talking about the underground. You know, the underground the underground reptilians, and they put
Oh, wow.
put a hashtag. Yeah. Okay, wait. You won't believe who's control. Oh, here we go. Good one. Here we go. I don't know what happened to Claudia. Okay, here we go. Here you go. Right here, Randy. Right here. Odin's mighty horse to a world circling serpent. Wait a minute. This is a weird picture. You see this? It's like there's waterfalls, and they said there was different moons, and these are pyramids.
Oh, cool.
These are pyramids. And this axe, I'm telling you guys, I have literally no bullshit filmed this axe. I really have. The world fantasy is packed full of amazing mythological creatures such as elves, dwarfs, and giants. Everywhere from Lord of the Rings. You guys think that stuff is real? Lord of the Rings?
Well, possibly. I mean, a lot of this stuff, I'm sure, has some backing in truth. One of the funny things... Oh, wait, go back. Looks like a swastika on his electrical hammer, or wherever that is.
Dude.
Oh, no, that's just trick with the eye. I don't know. They may have done that on purpose. Anyway.
I know, but still, he's riding a dragon, and there's...
Any dragon, yeah.
And it's a dragon boat. You guys know this is in mythology about Aeronaut. Remember? Aeronaut, Jason and the Aeronauts. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Remember? What? So when they say in mythology, oh, like the boat was, like in mythology, the Greek mythology, Jason and the Aeronauts, the boat was talking to them, which to me is a GPS. They just...
Turn left.
Elves said to inhabit the realm of Alpheum under the rule of god Frey. The elves were tall. Oh yeah, like in Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah, but in the Norse mythology, there's the dark elves, and then there's other elves, the light elves, and the sprites, and all that. So they have all kinds of fun mythology.
On the world of elves, it says they kept themselves away from affairs of humans, appearing only occasionally to either cause or cure illnesses. That's another thing they talked about with Odin. Remember?
That'd be an angel thing to do.
Oh, wait a minute. We got somebody. It's in the house. Mister's in the house. Oops. Hey. What's up, mister? What's going on? Come on. Tell us. Come on.
Well, the boat you were talking about, they used to craft them that way because they would find monsters in the mist when they were out at sea and stuff. So it was to ward off or blend in so they wouldn't be attacked. And the world-eating serpent, yeah, that's where you get the infinity symbol from.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
In Norse mythology, you get the infinity symbol.
Yeah. The symbol in Akun?
Yeah. It's a snake's head eating its own tail and an infinity symbol.
That's right. Here's there are many, many demons out there. Yeah. Those two look like they can be brothers.
Yeah, brother from another mother.
And funny you should mention that. My mom is actually descended from Scandinavian people.
See? Remember we were talking about all this? Oh.
Her maiden name is Petersen, S-E-N.
Okay. That's badass, man. That's badass. Wait, the movies are real. They want you to believe sci-fi. Like, okay, so we've talked about how Star Wars and how they're trying to prepare us. But I don't know, man. I think it's deeper than that. I think it's more like I think it's deeper than that. I think that the mythology and, the Bible is real. It's backwards.
I
It's
think they're showing
backwards.
pieces of everything, just little pieces of their knowledge, just to waking
Right.
us up or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, waking us up.
Well, I mean, everything has to have some kernel of truth in it.
Yeah.
Whether it be the Bible or mythology. And, if you go back to the Sumerian texts and all kinds of the Vedas, the Manas and all that other stuff in Indian, they all, connect with the original origin story in the Bible. One was earlier, one was later, one was this, one was that.
Mhm. But you know what? Like the Vamana, that's like a spacecraft. That's
Yeah.
a flying, right? Yeah.
Right.
Just like this book, is the
Mhm.
swastika is about Taj Mahal.
Well, but in India, that's actually the symbol for luck.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. So, keep talking because I love to learn. That's what I love to learn.
But when the Nazis went over to India, they took a lot of the symbols and the gold Buddhas and stuff like that, and that's supposedly where they got the
Swastika.
swastika from. Yes.
So, Randy, like, what do you think? Like the Aryan is really deep. Doesn't that start? Because I read something about Nordic Odin, and they started talking about Aryans and how it's connected. Did you read any of that?
No, I didn't get that far, but yeah, the symbology, the symbols. I'm sure that particular symbol has some other meaning other than luck. I mean, I don't know if that's the cover story that they tell everybody in the history books. That's where they got the swastika, but I think it does have to do with the Vril society and probably some kind of protection. Like they use it for, like, they put it on everything. They put it on their tanks and on their uniforms. Yeah, it's got to be like a protection symbol.
Right. Just like you just said earlier, how Odin had something on his belt or his shield. You said it was a symbol.
Oh yeah, they do. They have the all kinds of different knots and triangles and things, like all the other occult symbology.
I think it's kind of weird that Odin's boat has a dragon talking, and so did the same mythology of Jason and the aeronaut. Where you get astronaut. That's where that word comes from.
Oh.
The aeronaut comes from astronaut. And that is bizarre. And I think who's first? I don't know. But that picture we just saw with Odin and that background, it looked underground. That looked like a second world. You know how they describe the Earth, the other world?
Yeah, Midgar.
Is that what it's called?
We live in Midgar, the Middle Earth. A lot of Tolkien is taken from the Nordic mythology.
Oh, no kidding.
When he did the Lord of the Rings series, he actually traveled to one of the Scandinavian countries and dug through history before he wrote the book.
Yeah, because now when I think about it in my mind, that seems a little like that in Games of Thrones. It has the same feeling of because it says, and I read it somewhere, that before there was a different moon and a different sun. It says it in the Odin mythology. It says at that time there was a different sun and a different moon because they're underground. They're the earth in the earth. You know what I mean? And it talks about
the hollow earth really is a thing. So,
like the hollow earth, I believe more like this planet is so big that there is ways that you could have another humongous area it's so big. It's possible. Not like a cave, but like another layer.
Right.
Yeah,
well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and so it said it was talking, and it said at the beginning there was another sun and there was another sun and another moon, and we just read something else.
You were also talking about different divisions, like they had 9 different
Yeah.
dimensions. Maybe they're different dimensions because they say they're on a higher level.
Yeah. So
And
it
then
was
when they went
9
to the
realms.
underground, they were in a lower realm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
9
Let's look at
realms.
this.
So yeah.
Here we go. Let's look at this really quick because this is interesting. 9 realms God. Okay, God of War. That's who he is. The God of War. The 9 realms. How to unlock the 9 realms? No. Let me see. Odin, because he. I read it somewhere. He was talking about. So right here, here's the different realms. Right here, you guys. It's realm of light elves, the realm of the dead, the realm of the giants, the realm of the humans, the realms of the fire and chaos, the realms of dwarfs. And what is this first word right here? Aesir. It's different worlds. It's called 9 worlds. This looks just like Admiral Byrd described right here. Whoa, look at this. You guys see it, right? Yeah. You guys there?
I'm here. I can't really see anything, but I'm here.
Okay, hold on. Let me hold on. This is, I know, because you're on the phone. Look,
Yeah.
this is the Norse mythology. There's 9 realms, which is 9 worlds. Look at this tree. You see this tree? Look at this tree. What do you think that means? Look, like the upside down tree. Remember you were talking about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
well, in Norse mythology, the tree is the tree of life.
Right. But look at this. Look at this. So you have a moon. You have another moon. And what is it we see all the time now? What do we see all the time now that we keep getting glimpses of the other Nibiru, remember?
Nibiru? Mm-hmm.
Nibiru, yeah. And then, so look, here's a moon. And if you look really close right here, this looks like a ship. What the frick is that? A high rise or a ship? Right? And this is another, like a planet, and then there's another planet, and then look at this creepy guy, which he's a giant. That's a giant. Now you have lakes. Oh my God, this is really cool. Here we go. According to mythology, men live in Midgard. Is that what you said? The world of mortal beings.
Yeah. You have Midgard, and then you have Valhalla, which is where Odin and Loki and Thor. But Loki is actually Odin's adopted son. He was part of the race of the ice giants. And when they went to war one time with the ice giants, that's where they got Loki. Odin found him and raised him as his own son. And then him and his wife Olga, had Thor.
You know what? I did read something about that because it's kind of like the blood thing. They wanted to keep it like the blood.
Right.
Okay,
and that's why, sorry.
Go on.
That's why Loki is always battling with Thor, because he feels he should be in charge of Asgard.
So it says, according to Norse mythology, men live in the world of mortal beings, and the gods live in Asgard, the world of the divine. But these are only 2 of the many worlds of the Norse cosmos. According to Norse mythology, there are 9 realms, all of which are nestled in the tree of life. Unfortunately, all 9 realms will also be destroyed during Ragnarok. In the end days. Yeah. Right here. The most important of the gods in Norse mythology, the realm was ruled over by Odin, the king of Astur gods, and the most important deity in the Viking pantheon, along with his son Thor. So Odin's son was Thor. Right? Oh,
yes.
Look. Here's the close-up of the city. This is exactly. Hold on one sec. We gotta. Oh my God, Claudia's in the house. Ooh, oops, what happened? I lost Randy.
I'm here. Can you?
Yeah, Randy
Yes,
said
yeah,
goodnight. I was watching
Oh,
chat.
okay.
Hi,
Okay, bye, Rain.
family. How are you?
What's going on?
It's so nice to be home.
Yeah, so what's going on? You're in the hospital?
Yeah, I had full heart surgery, my second one, and I did so good. Feel good. So
Really?
yeah, I miss
That's
you guys.
great.
Thank you for your love and support. Means so much to me.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
kind of poopy-ish, but I love what you guys are talking about. Very interesting. So,
Yeah. Because
very
it all makes sense. And I'll tell you something, Claudia.
yeah.
A lot of my pictures, I've told only a few people.
Holy cow.
A lot of my pictures, I've taken pictures of different times. I've
Yeah.
taken portal pictures where I've seen different,
Oh,
like I've seen old time people, future aliens in one snapshot, a portal.
yeah.
And yeah. And a lot of times I have pictures with helmets.
You know what I found interesting that I want to share with you guys? It's kind of a trick. They're probably here listening. I'm going to be in trouble. But okay, so I found some tricks of some things. This is just my opinion, which means nothing. But in my old house, I had to move because it was so bad there. It got so bad there that we had to just
Maybe
like
cosmic.
literally leave. Can you guys hear me
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
So basically, what I found out is that what I did, which is a mistake, is when I moved there, it was all pure woods. And my next door neighbor died mysteriously. Family left all the furniture behind, and then we move in. So, like the very beginning of moving there, it was bad for me. We went to the wrong house where he died, and there's
Yeah.
steps to go down. Well, I go to like the steps, I'm walking, and the step collapses, and I fall like 3 feet. Then, like a week later, I go like exploring behind my house. There was a shed. I see a tree break, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I'm gonna go over there, and there was a stick inside the ground. You know how sometimes they put sticks in the Sasquatch, we think. So I lifted up the stick, and like thousands of bees started flying out. I got stung like 27 times.
Oh
So
my
all
God.
these things started like going kind of bad. I'm like, oh, this is a bad start. Well, then like a week later, after I recovered, I played Ron Moorhead Sierra Sounds just for the heck of it. I'm just like, I'm gonna play it. Well, like then things got really out of control. And next we had a shed, and next to the shed, sometimes I would see blurry, but I have blurry vision anyway because I've been, kind of sick. And what I realized, if you guys don't know this, but I have a security camera called the Ring doorbell. Now we know that the Sasquatch and Dogman, they know what cameras are, but for some reason the Ring doorbell, I don't think they could see that it was a camera. So I put the Ring doorbell facing the woods and the back porch of my house. So I would see them walking at night, coming out of, and then you see the portal. You could see it, but you can't see it with your bare eyes, but you could see it on the camera. So I was watching everything through my cell phone. So what happened was a dog man would come every night. He was about 12 feet tall, and he would stand in the corner of the shed, and he would do the demon sign, like the demonic sign, and the camera would turn red. So I called the Ring doorbell people, and I'm like, do you guys ever have your cameras turn red? And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, because my camera's turning red at night, and then we started seeing faces like how you're seeing them. And then it just got worse and worse. But I had some MUFON people come. His name is Alex Nostrada, my better half, Ed Brown. And it was me and another person named Ryan. And I was telling them all the stuff that's been happening, and now like the Sasquatch would come and show themselves in Dogman without worrying about me seeing them. Before, they would hide and do like nothing. It was like they were like, hey, but they had that straight face. So I was terrified. But then I started becoming very like, I felt God spoke with me and said, like, don't be afraid. If you have faith in me and you're strong and believe in me, then you shouldn't be afraid. And I'm like, you're right, God. Sometimes you have to listen to God's voice. And that's so when they came over, and what happened was Ed and Alex go down by the shed, and we don't see anything with our bare eyes, but I'm holding the camera looking through the Ring doorbell, and then you see the demon come up with a snake, and they put the hands on Ed and Alex. Like, I have pictures of it, and it's on video. So I scream like, Alex, Ed, get back here now, like now. Yeah. So they come back and they're like, what? I'm like, you don't understand. There's a portal right here open, and then something is touching you guys, and it's pretty scary. So I think I'm big badass, right? So I'm like
Mm-hmm.
5'3". I go down there and I'm like, I'm sorry if I'm changed. Am I changing the subject?
No, who cares? We're all here to party.
So I go out there and I'm like, I got this, So what happened was I went up to him and I said, I rebuke in the name of Jesus Christ. You're not welcome here at all. Well, then this like demon comes and he bites my shoulder. He comes out of the portal and attacks me. Here, I don't know what's going on. I don't feel pain or anything. I'm still seeing everything on my camera, but I could see that demon coming to bite me. I see the demon in front of me, but and then I turn white on the camera, completely white. Then I start to float, and this is all on video. I've got this all on video. So I'm like, so then I see an orb come, and it said in my head, run. So I see this orb come around the shed, and I run because I'm like, and it was mad. You could see it like go really fast behind me. So I run in the house, and I'm like, and then I was like, I rebuke in the name of Jesus Christ. And then this dark metallic voice says, shut up. And I'm like, you shut up. So that was like the beginning of just bad. So basically, I was seeing things happening. And I have my youngest daughter now still with me. And I would stay at night with a knife, like below her bed where she couldn't see me, like protecting her because I could see them at night walking. The interesting thing was one day she was with her dad. I went up to her bedroom upstairs and I see a Sasquatch at my neighbor's yard. He had a white shed. And I said to the Sasquatch, if you can understand me, take a step forward. And it took forward. So I was like, oh my gosh, they understand what I'm saying. To make my long story longer, Ed, my better half, he went to work on last Thanksgiving. And my daughters went with their dad, and we knew that we were going to have a really bad storm, a snowstorm. They said it's going to be bad. So I took my daughters 2 days before Thanksgiving. So now I'm alone at this house, not even thinking anything would ever happen. Well, Thanksgiving Day, I opened up my window. We had to cover all the windows. We had a bunch of windows. We had to cover it because they would come and peek through the windows all night. You know what I mean? So we had demons coming to the window. One had a black cat. There's pictures of them. I know you have them, Marie. So every day we have to put sheets on the windows and stuff because we wanted not to be looked at all night long. So that morning I woke up and it was pouring snow. I took the sheets out, and to my disbelief, they were all around my house, so many of them. There was a big, massive mail about.
I need to interrupt you for a second, okay? It happened.
What?
You're talking, and in my ear is the freaking chick. Right now, I'm hearing. We didn't have any sound problems. You know what I mean?
You guys leave me alone for a minute.
It's right now. Yeah.
Oh, I hate.
So just so you know, Micah here, he's an abductee.
Oh,
Mikey.
I'm sorry. We have a lot to talk about.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can relate to you.
Out loud, it's happening already. Anyways, these are, I'm going to show your pictures as you're talking, Claudia, but I had to tell you guys that it was happening already.
Flashlight?
You see that?
My dog comes in with this flashlight. It's pretty
trying to help us.
And he's under my bed.
Oh my God, that was great. Okay, so there's a question. There's a lot of people talking, but here's a good question from Cosmic. He says, how are the reptilians involved with Sasquatch and Dogmen? Do you know?
A reptilian got inside my house, and they have green skin, 3 toes, and all they showed to me was their feet. Nothing, never they have red eyes, and they look like a lizard, in the eyes. It's weird. I have a picture of them actually in the security footage. So, but they never, another thing too, is they can crawl on the wall and go above your ceiling. And the next day it's they leave a chalky residue. So we had wood. So in the morning I would wake up and there was right above my head, there was a chalk residue. You could see the slither of them going up the wall on the ceiling. And I know this sounds crazy, you guys. I'll take a drug test, lie detector test. I know it sounds crazy, but it's like it was so surreal of the things that I was seeing. It was horrifying at times. Like I would cry and say, "Please, like, what am I doing? I got to get out of here." There was times I mean, you knew Marie at the very end. I was staying at hotels, especially with her, because I'm like, I can't protect her. There's no way, So
So here's a picture that Claudia was talking about with the toes right here. I'm putting it on the screen. Do you guys see
the
it?
3 toes, yeah.
You see, this is Claudia's. Right here is her foot. And look at that weird, it looks like two. Ooh, that's an alien. Micah, what you think? You see it?
It's hard to see.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me blow it up. Okay, here we go. So here.
Yeah, that looks like
You see it?
Yeah.
Do you want the broom, babe?
Okay, wait. Here it is again without her foot. Claudia, it's very odd. See how it's
the heel is very, very narrow, and then it goes like a V, and then like the 3 toes. But at first I was like, is this dog man? Because I've seen a dog man's toes a little different. They're a lot thicker. They are like V's too, though. But the reptilians have more of like a tiny heel with like 3
toes. Do you think it's reptilian?
What was that?
Do you think it's reptilian, this foot?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think so.
What about Micah? Have you seen any footprints like that?
No, I've never seen footprints like that.
So here's a really big footprint.
That's a Bigfoot one, I think. Oh no, that's
a humongous one. Yeah, you can see the toes. Let me. What's this? What the heck?
I want to share with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, so the other day my camera was I sleep with my cell phone next to me, and I had a very bad night here in my new house. They follow you. So I couldn't find my phone, which I sleep with it every night because I take pictures sometimes in the middle of the night. Yeah, and I found it in the living room, and that came on my camera roll. I don't even know what it is, but it was in the living room, my phone. Like it was like someone took the picture on my phone. So it's like,
did you see it?
What did you say?
Did you see at the top of the pillow, Marie?
Huh?
Did you see what was at the top of the pillow?
Nuh-uh.
My
Where? Right with her right now?
No, that picture that she had with the purple pillow.
Okay, let me see. Yeah.
It's actually my couch, but there's something on the couch. It looks like a face, like a burnt face. I don't even know what it is. Can you show it back again, Marie?
Here we go.
What is it?
What do you think it is, Mike?
I don't know, but there's some kind of, I want to say gray, but
probably it looks. Well, I could show you my couch. It's not very. It's
right here. She's right here. Right here.
Oh, we were wondering what those spots were. What's that? We didn't know what that was because there's nothing in that wall that we could see with our bare eyes. Nothing.
Yeah, that's
so. That was okay. This one, a huge crash. I was sleeping in the living room before my surgery. That's our hallway, and then my boyfriend comes running out, and he goes, "What was that crash?" And I start to laugh. Then he goes back to bed, and then I see this big black shadow, and that's the black shadow in my hallway. That was the same night that I found that picture, or the next day, and then the shadow went away, and I took a picture again. So you can actually see that picture. There's actually
see it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear it. It's bad, huh? It's bad.
What, the audio again?
Yep. They do it every time. Let me try and close it. Every time. I just showed your video. Hold on, let me shut it down.
Let me talk.
Hold on, let me shut everything down. That's weird. You guys are here the whole time. Nothing. There was no static.
If you see my interviews,
boom.
If you see my interviews, it'll get disconnected. I have to reload and come back on. They don't want me talking, but oh well.
It is. It's only on my mic.
Yeah. And I know this sounds crazy, you guys, but it's like I speak my experiences. I don't care what people think. I want to help others more than anything in the world. And I also love the Sasquatch species a lot because I believe they saved my life on Thanksgiving Day. It was horrific. But this is what's really important to me. Like you, I believe I was abducted too, because I remember like them taking me somewhere. This is a weird thing. On Thanksgiving Day, I had my pajamas on and I hand washed them because I vomited a lot of blood. I was very sick. And there was dirt with blood when I was scrubbing my pajamas. And I'm thinking in my head, like, why is there dirt on my pajamas? Because I was in the woods somewhere. But because there was times, I remember coming back, walking into my house, like, and it was like 3 feet of snow. Crazy. It's crazy. So, but I wanted to share this because it's really important to me. And I mean, maybe this is coincidental, but I know a lot of researchers and a lot of them have died. A lot of them have been very, very sick. And I'm not saying the Sasquatch has done it, but I've seen like things slither out of like the portal. It's not just Sasquatch and Dogman. There's all kinds of entities and they don't look very nice. I don't believe they're from God, but a lot of us have been really sick. So since Thanksgiving, I've had 3 strokes, 2 heart surgeries. I got diagnosed with MS. I have grand mal seizures now, and they found gray matters in my brain. If you guys see, I have now like a mark on my forehead, and I'm fighting so hard to stay healthy. Like I used to hike 10 miles a day in the rugged terrain in the woods. Now I could barely walk around my house. Now I'm better because I had the heart surgery. But I want to tell you guys to please be very careful because some of my friends and I, we were talking like, have you been sick? Have you been sick? And we all have the same thing. Have you had strokes? Yes. Have you had this? Yes. So I just wanted to share that with you. I mean, this could just be coincidental. We all get old and stuff. But
Yeah, I think I fixed it, you guys.
oh, good.
I think. I don't know. I can't. Isn't that weird? Every time.
Yeah.
Micah, are you feeling something? I see you rubbing your head. You feeling something?
No, muscle spasm in my eye.
Micah, he has a little bit of I don't know, ESPA. I don't know. He's got something special he's been abducted lots and lots and lots of times. He lives in Arizona, the same place that Randy Travis.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
they've been there. I've been to a son John. His says
Sun
Buckeye
City.
Buckeye Ranch.
Mm.
Buckeye Ranch. Yeah.
So I disconnected everything, you guys. So I hope the echo is better.
It's not you. I think it's my connection.
Crazy. Everything is fine.
I know.
And happens every time. Yeah. So Claudia, yeah, this is actually, we've talked about this before. You should, come on here and use this platform. It's not about me making money. Because I don't. It's about a group of us just always getting together and we can chat.
Love
Okay,
it.
good, Bella. And people need to hear because you were the first person that came out and started talking about the demons. Be careful.
It's scary, but now I don't show. I have no fear of them. Like I'll confront them because my faith in God is so strong. And see, life for me is just a temporary place for us. When we die, it's eternal. And I feel like when you grow up, you don't say I want to be a Bigfoot researcher and UFO. You don't. That's not part of your dream for a child. For me. So,
Yeah.
The day we went hiking with my daughters, their innocence was taken that day. They were children.
Yeah, you're right.
And monsters don't exist. And I told them that. My daughter even said to me, you lied. You said that monsters aren't real, and they are. And I mean, my daughters are traumatized. They will never step a foot in the woods, and one of them she wants nothing to do with Bigfoot. Don't even bring it up. Don't bring up ghosts. Terrified.
Yes, traumatized.
Videotape the creatures. The little ones just like, Mom, please don't think about them. And like when they start smacking the house, she goes, this is your fault. I'm like, how is this my fault? She goes, you brought them here, so.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, things could have been a lot worse that day. And our encounter wasn't bad. They were curious. It could have been really bad, but it wasn't, so we got to think of positive things to help people. So we lost her again. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I do have a court case with the California government. And it's not really to prove the existence of them. It's a derelict of duty for the fishing game. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Yeah. Just because when people call the fishing game and they're totally traumatized of what they've seen, the fishing game, the superiors have told them, just telling me they saw a bear. And I don't want that. I want them to help that person do an investigation. Help them. Don't make them feel stupid and crazy. That's not okay. Because they're aware, the Department of Interior are very well aware of these creatures. They have 3 SUVs. 2 of them are armed guards. They go with guns. The third van is PhDs, and they're trying to study the portals and everything. And they get permits, and they go on people's property, and they won't let the like, say you own a house on a 6-acre lot. They won't let the family leave the woods. They have to stay in their house while they're doing their investigation on the property. So it makes me very angry. So that's why I want to start the national PTSD groups free to the public, so people have somewhere to go. Like you guys in this group, it's not so like judgmental. They're not going to say, "Oh my gosh, she's crazy" or whatever. You guys you're loving, you're very open-hearted, and thank you for that.
We are.
What?
Because we're in this together.
Of course, yeah. I believe that we're going through this, and we can all help each other out, help others out with it. So, sorry, I'm talking so much. I'll be quiet now. I want to hear what you guys.
No, we don't want you to be quiet. We want to have an open forum where we can all talk. It's that simple.
Yeah. So thank you for having me on your show and everything.
No, it's not about that. We've talked about this. We've been friends forever. We just need to all learn together. There's no egos. It's about learning together, growing together. Here we go. Here's a question for you.
Sure.
Do you think someone had a hand in opening more portals?
Someone have I believe that Ron, because I call Ron Moorhead and I'm like, what happened? He goes, "Oh, Claudia, like it's bad. People have really bad experiences when they play my Sierra sounds." I'm like, well, maybe you should tell people that before. Like, here I sat there for hours with the Sierra sounds, and they all came. Then I found 12 structures behind my house. And the scary part is my neighbor died mysteriously. Family came, took the body. They didn't even remove his furniture, and it's been still sitting there. And I want to know what he died.
You mean the one in Big Bear?
It's the one in like by the girls and I had this about a month, if that. So
okay, there's a question that Cosmic is asking. He says, "Do you believe they induce those illnesses through direct energy zaps?"
Yes. And I was also, since I went in the portal, I mean, we don't know if it has radiation and stuff in it. We don't even know, like, you know what I mean? Like, did I get exposed to too much radiation? I mean, I have a spot in my head that came up. It's a perfect square, square. So it's like, where did that come from? It's green. It's not even like a normal color.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it's just and then I'm floating, like, and then this other creature comes and bites me. And they put a hat on me. It's just weird. It's just all weird. So one thing I noticed is that when a couple weeks ago, I was alone here and I thought I was safe now. I'm like, okay, we're away from LA. This is a new house, new state. Reason why I'm in this state is because I got denied medical care in California, and I was driving through here, Tennessee. I had a stroke here while I was working, so I got sent to the emergency room, and they airlifted, and then they approved me for medical insurance. That's why I'm here now, temporary, to get my medical stuff taken care of. So that's why I'm here now, it's much better. But like, they're here now. They followed me here. So when I was Ed went to work for about a week, I was alone. Remember, Marie, I was calling you crying. Went to a hotel room, and they were following me. And at this point, you know what they would do is they would come and they would just show their hand like this to me in front of me, and all I could see.
Oh shit!
They would pull my hair, like they bounced the bed, the door would open and close. Then they showed their feet, like they were just showing me little parts of them. And then what happened was when I went to the pharmacy, a neighbor took me to the pharmacy. And when I came in the door, I walked in and my dog said hi to me. Then my dog went running into my bedroom, freaked out. And I don't know why I said this, but out loud I said, "Can you please stop scaring my dog?" And I swear, he goes, "Okay." In my head, I'm like, "Oh shit!" But then I'm like, "Thanks, appreciate it." And that's when I think he got really pissed, because then that night he started, like, you know what I mean? I was just like, to a point, you guys, where I went to a hotel and I was followed there too. There's no running. Oh Lord. So
All of us are like that. It's like it's a borderline obsession because look,
yeah,
this is the answers to. This is we're at the cusp of so many. I don't know if we have the answers, but a lot of questions. You know that most people don't even pay attention to. So, Micah, you don't have any marks on you, right?
I've never found a scoop mark. I've never found. I found the implant that one time. That was
Oh yeah,
it.
and it fell out. So he was abducted a lot, Claudia. He was abducted so many times that he killed a gray, Claudia.
how did you kill it? Did you decapitate it?
Same thing.
No, I broke its neck.
How'd you know that?
I was told that the man from Stardust Ranch in Arizona, he said if you ever come across one that's hurting you, you have to decapitate it. He's got a couple of them dead and frozen. So he had to leave Arizona because the same thing. It got too bad. And he won't even tell me, like, I'm in Maine. You can come see my ranch anytime you want. But it's like for sale for like $20 million. Because he's got portals around. It's like a normal little house, you know. But Micah, like, what did you do with, did you just leave the body there? Did you get attacked or any repercussion from that?
I was abducted and I was somehow able to get off the table.
In the ship.
And it saw me, in the ship. And it saw me and it lunged at me and I just WWE grabbed it and just squeezed real hard and
Did
broke
you go
its
back
neck.
home right away? Or was it, do you remember after that?
No, there was a bit of a story there. Most of the people have already heard it.
Yeah. He was in the ship. Go on.
And then I was trying to get out. I found the exit door and, I'm trying to search to get out. And I'm like, how am I going to get out of here? And in my head, I heard punch the panel. So I punched the panel. I go out and I'm in this windy corridor. And they start coming at me like ants.
Oh my.
All around.
How scary
So,
is that?
I start fighting them off a little bit. And then, you just start getting overwhelmed, just like standing in an anthill.
Of course.
So I backed up and somehow went through another door into like a loading bay, it looked like, of some kind. And there was 2 grays and insectoid, mantis being there.
Mantis.
What does that mean, a mantis?
Tell her, Micah. The
Is it
big.
like,
Well, from
like a
from
real,
what I've been told,
like
the
the
big
insect mantis, but bigger one.
Tell her how big it was.
kind of not the same, but this thing probably stood 12, 13 foot, something like that.
Oh no.
A
Because he was talking to the. I'm sorry?
No, I said a monster.
Yes.
Yeah, because he was talking to 2 of the long, tall, gray spindlies,
Oh, there's some. There, the big tall ones.
Probably telling them, hey, one of the zoo animals escaped,
Yeah.
And
Oh,
and somehow they didn't notice me, and then all of a sudden they noticed me, so I ran one direction, went through a door, into another hallway, and into a door which became, which was, it looked like the control chair for the ship. And I'm in here, and, fight or flight kicked in, and it's like, crap, how am I going to get out of here? And then the voice was in my head again, hey, you can control the ship. And about that time, one of the little spindlies, grays, walk in, the little critters. And, it's like, hey, I'll fly you, me, all of us into the sun, and I'll blow us all up. I don't give a crap. And I took control of the ship somehow with my mind, and that was it.
Oh, that's
He was flying the ship, Claudia.
That's interesting. That's a good thing to know.
He was
Your mind is very powerful.
Yeah, his mind. He just said something he didn't tell me before. His mind fluid.
And I believe it.
Yeah, I didn't have. Yeah, I didn't. There was no joysticks. There was nothing that I would know how to control a ship with.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
You know what's so hard is like I was thinking about what you're telling me. It's like if you would tell like some people, they're so judgmental. I
Oh, yeah.
believe everything he's telling because you've experienced it. But it's like it's so hard. You know what I mean? It's so hard. You have to
Yeah.
have PTSD. But you
Yeah.
know, I've learned
No.
it was like
no, I don't actually. I have PTSD from working for the Arizona corrections facilities. That's it.
oh, work with hard people there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's something happening in Arizona with the Phoenix. I was thinking about the Phoenix mothership today. How the government said
Phoenix Lights.
it's a weather balloon.
They said
You
it
know,
was a bunch of weather balloons dropping. What a bunch of balloons.
the whole area of Phoenix is covered with like UFO, the mothership.
Yeah.
It's
In
a
a
weather
V.
malfunctioned.
Yeah, so he's been abducted a lot. A lot.
Yeah.
He's also saw the Bigfoots with the UFOs.
Okay, well, I was thinking that because I'm like, can you imagine like a 4-foot gray in our woods? They wouldn't last very well. So I believe that they've made these Sasquatches that can go invisible. They have superhero strength. They're extremely fast. They can see us, but we can't see them. Everything is on their terms. They have
Yeah.
so many abilities that we don't even have. So, but see, I was wondering, is it like UFO related, or are you? Because I've asked them, are you Nephilim? Are you UFO? What are you? No, they don't ask. They don't answer. They've even said my name, Claudia. Claudia. You know, it's just like so. And I was told by people like, if you're gonna go to the government, you cannot talk woo at all. And I'm like, I'm all about truth. I don't care what people think. You know,
Yeah.
and I know that when I go to court, I can't talk about some of this stuff because it's too far fetched for people. Because I remember I was flesh and blood. I'm like, these things are apes. Like, so I want to be the next Jane Goodall, and it's like so different, so not, you know. So the other day they put their hand on my. They came in the thing, and they put their arm on my head as I was laying in bed, and I saw these like electrical waves in my because my eyes were closed, and it felt good for a minute, but then they started to chant, like 3 male voices chant.
Wow.
And that was terrifying because I'm like, I believe in Jesus Christ. Like, leave me alone, you know. And then this this steam came. It was like a mist, and then it came at me, and then the temperature dropped about 20 degrees. So I got out of bed and I ran, and then it came back like the next day in the morning during the day in my living room. It was like steam, and then it came back, but this time it was a woman's voice, and it said something to me. So I got up and punched it, not even just before my surgery. And then I put the rebuke in the name of Jesus Christ, YouTube. And then I see it took off. And then this black shadow left my house. Then this black cat jumped out of my window that was in my house. I didn't even know it was in here. So there's all these things. So
there's a lot of questions. Okay. So a lot of questions for you, Claudia. So Slayer has a question. He says, Claudia, have you actually talked to them? Because I feel and see that you have an open door for them first, which you just said you did.
Yeah, I've talked to them. Thanksgiving Day, it was the head male. And what happened was when I saw them surround the house, I had to leave, but there was so much snow that I had to grab a shovel. I went up at my front door to my car was 50 feet going upstairs. But before I left the window, I saw that there was like 6 of them sitting by my car. There was 3 of them in front of my car. There was 1 on the step, and then it was a male alpha, the boss. So what I did is before I walked out of the door, I knocked 3 times to let them know I'm coming out. So I knocked 3 times, and then I opened the door, and to my disbelief, they were gone. I'm like, and I look on the ground and I'll see footsteps, and I'm like, what the heck, you know? So I didn't have a shovel. It was like one of those brushes, a long brush with like the wood, because I knew I had a shovel to get out. So I go up the steps and I look, and he's right there, the big male alpha. And then I go up to my car and I start shoveling, and I'm very quiet, acting like they're not even there. There was 2 males and a baby in front. Baby must have been about 10 years old with like kind of green eyes, and the baby was just staring straight, like it was being trained.
Interesting. Green eyes. That's cool.
Yeah. I start shoveling, and then I turned on my car. I didn't have a lot of gas. I wanted to start warming up my car, and maybe the bottom would melt. And I shoveled and shoveled and shoveled. So I got in the car, And then I threw it in reverse, pushed the gas, and I swear to you guys, it would not budge. But then now
Oh my God.
the invisible ones were probably holding my car back so I wouldn't leave.
Oh
So
my
then
God.
I would put my head on the dash going, oh, what is wrong with the snow? I was so dumb. So I get out of my car again, start shoveling, and I'm like, I don't understand why it's not even moving. Because there's no, I shovel the snow out. And once again in reverse. But this time I put my head down, frustrated, out of breath. I was, because my heart and stuff. And they turned on the music in my car without me even
Oh my
touching it.
God, like a scary movie.
So then I get out of the car and I look at the male just face to face. He comes up to me about 10 feet. And I look at him and he says to me this exact words: if we shown ourselves to you 3 times, that means we like you. And then and I my head, okay, well, if you're being sarcastic, I'll be sarcastic back. If you're not being sarcastic, I'll respond nicely. And I looked at him and I said, and I love you guys. And they thought it was hilarious. Stop, you guys.
Now it's Cosmic wants me to ask you a question.
Okay.
So the question is, did your cameras catch any teepees or other stick structures get erected?
What does that
Like,
mean?
he means like, have you filmed like nothing was there and then the next day there was a structure? That's what he means.
No, I pretty much went behind my house, and so did like other people. I mean, I found like no, they were all there. I'd never noticed something that was there. Oh, no, I'm sorry. In my backyard, there was rock stacks. Like what happened was we had a basement, and that's where we put the trash. So because of bears. So when I went down, they were coming into my basement because I found my trash in their structures behind my house. Like
Oh my
stuff.
God.
So when I went to the woods, I would find my trash inside of their structures. Then I found
Oh my God.
rocks and sticks, and I have pictures of all that. But just so
That's
you guys,
killer.
like everything I have is on video.
That is like, that's proof. It's not trash that blew in the wind. That's not, oh, maybe somebody else's McDonald's. That's proof
no.
right there.
Well, it was specific things, because this is like an example is I had a pet rat at the time, and I got this Halloween cup that had little ghosts and pumpkins on it. Well, I cut it in half to put like water, like a water bowl in its food bowl. You know what I mean? How you cut a cup in half. So I found that cup, both cups in 2 structures, which were the cups that I cut that were taken out of the trash and brought to their structures. And that was just one of the things that I found. But a lot of my stuff on my
Cosmic,
balcony.
that's a question, Cosmic, you've had about, that's proof right there, Cosmic, in regards to the trash is in her cellar. And I know I've been to that house. I know what she's talking about, the cellar, and for them to get that, take it and put it in their structures, that's proof evidence right there of them being able to move stuff.
The police times, and I was like freaked out because they were literally they would play ding dong ditch. I told you guys that, right? They would knock on the door. He would go and answer it, and I'm like, don't answer it. He's like, there's no one at the door. Like, so, but the police would come.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Well, yeah, but the police did come, and I was freaked out, and I said, you guys, there's 23 different size prints right in my back of my house, and they went out there. So I snuck back there while they were checking, and I heard him go, Joe, dude, look at this print. And
oh my God.
Right there. I'm like, so they didn't want me to know that they were realizing the tracks that were out there. And I asked the cop, I'm like, do you see what I'm seeing? And he's like, yes. What do you think it is? He goes, a Sasquatch print. And he finally admitted it. You know what I mean? So
that's the wording I was going to say, Cosmic. That's proof of poltergeist. When they pick stuff up, like your trash, and they take it, that's poltergeist.
I didn't know.
I mean, that shows that they can literally move, like that's proof.
Yeah, they would come in the basement a lot. Like they would.
Yeah, I remember Ding Dong Ditch. Now you get shot.
I know.
Now, what's this about mirrors? Sandalwood and mirrors is an Asian way of dealing with bad or harmful spirits.
Yes, in the bathroom. Like, do you have that picture of me in the bathroom with them in the back of me? I had a huge mirror in the bathroom. Do you have that picture, Murray?
I gotta go try and find it. The office, the computer inside was, remember, causing havoc because of the,
The mirror, they do come through mirrors and stuff.
I see them all the time in my bathroom when the steam goes on my shower.
Do they write stuff on it? That happened to me.
No, that's a good one. But they literally, I get blown away every time. How, like, you can never, even if you were the best artist in the world, you wouldn't be able to draw the face. Like today, I saw, it was a side profile and it had like hair. And then I even saw this line here where where you're right here. I saw this line. I'm like, how can you couldn't even draw that, let alone, I saw it in the shower, with the water, and it was like, I did it today to them. I go, how did you guys do that? It's so clear, the face.
But I worry about you, Marie, because like I remember you guys when she first started doing this, and she contacted me. And she's like, I really want to see where your girls and I had the encounter, and see like the New York stuff. They told me that they were the New York Post, so they interviewed me, and then I found out later it wasn't the New York Post. It was people trying to get it. So I'm like, I need your passport. I need your license. I need it. Like, I have my people that will check into you. I was really like, remember that for me?
Yeah.
So, I feel really guilty bringing you in this because it's not fun. It's really scary. Do you remember that?
The thing is, I remember you saying that, and it always stuck in my mind. But the deal is that before I came to you, things were already happening. So it wasn't something you created,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There was things already happening. So,
did you guys know about the man in Florida, the Sasquatch researchers? His name was Mark Burton, and him and Chris were flesh and blood. They'd go out to Florida, and he was attacked by them. And this is what's scary is he went from a nice guy who would never cuss and very down to earth man to going to Bigfoot Odyssey, the channel, and he was crying, saying like, I went by myself. They held me down. They killed Tim Fasano, and they're slowly killing me. They're very patient. They're very arrogant, and they held me down. And for some reason, they said, we show you our veil, but let go of your threshold, which means like let go of God. And he said he ran, and he will never step in the woods again. And this guy's like, ex-army man, kind of tough, but it was pretty sad. But then this is the scary part is I've seen the hooded man here. I've seen he's like a normal human being, bald, white guy with a black hood, like the ones like the Grim Reaper. But he would come out sometimes with a purple robe, and sometimes it was I have pictures of him. There's one right there in my hallway. That's black. And then I took a picture right after so you guys can compare and see how it went away. It came right at me. And it was tall. Our ceiling's about 10 to 12 feet. That's the face. Yeah. So that was around 2, 3 in the morning. And then there's like a ghost standing by the door right there. It was a man wearing glasses and a suit. So I don't know who he is. So it's crazy. I'm talking way too much. I feel bad. It's like
no, Claudia, who cares?
Just tired of being Do you hear it? It's like on my end, I hear it. Your voice is kind of breaking up. Are you guys there?
Yeah,
Claudia, I'm gonna mute my sound window, so I won't do that.
Okay. Okay.
Here we go. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, but I don't want to keep that I've been talking too much. I want to it's so overwhelming.
Let me see.
The video. Oh, yeah. That's when that's my bedroom window. They came to the window. So.
What else happens?
They come inside. Oh, that's my fish. I was just showing you my fish tank. That's my fish tank. Nothing's there.
Okay, good one. Oh, good one.
That's my backyard now. They broke a bunch of huge trash, like branches, healthy tree, no wind, no weather, and they made like X's and everything, and like a place in my corner. I should go out there. I don't think you guys will be able to see if I go out there right now, but it's like completely covered so they can hide. And see that big branch? They broke it from like 20 feet up on the tree, and it was perfectly live tree. It had branches on it and everything. So they leave me X's. Oh, let me show you what they just left me. Hold on. Can you show them the eye at my back door?
Hold on, let's keep going.
Okay, this was left for me. Let me see if I could turn the camera. Well, I'll just turn it this way. Can you guys see this?
1 second. 1 second. I'll put you up. There you go. Wow.
It was actually stuck through the plate. A Y. This is one of their symbols. But there's,
Yeah.
this is the back door right here, where you'll see like they came right here. As you can see, they left, I don't know if you can see it, but they left handprints on here.
Let me see.
Can you guys see it? Let me
Right
find
there.
it.
Oh, yeah.
Can you see it?
What's that?
They left handprints this morning.
Wow.
Why did it look like a cross?
Yeah,
Oh.
it does look like a cross.
Oh yeah, this is a cross. I did one cross right here, and I have a video of like an orb coming right here. And it was just one line, not the cross. Here's another one. They did this one. Hold on, Toby. I'm trying to find a good handprint, but I can't. It's too hard to see. There's one right here. Let's see. And it's a little hand. It's not a big hand. This is my dog, so that's not part of it. But yeah. So.
Claudia. So
this is the hallway where they came out the other day. Right here. Look how.
Renee asked, where did they leave the stick?
In the backyard. Because I left a plate of food, which I shouldn't have, but so I think they left that as thank you. I had some over and I left it out there with, so it was the next morning I wake up and there was the Y. So I don't know if that means you're welcome.
Maybe that's get better. Maybe it's a get better.
I was scared, yeah.
Let me go back. Okay. I'm gonna look some more at your pictures, okay? Let's see. Let's go. Okay, here's the one in her house. This is the orb you were talking about, right? This blue?
Oh, yeah. That's, see, I just told you guys. The cross. You had that picture. So it's actually a video, but it starts to shine and it's blue. I heard blue was bad, though. I heard blue was, I want to see blue orbs, but that's where I put the cross. Now they leave crosses on every window, but that one was like, it was flickering. And it wasn't across one blue line. That one, only one window, the one I did a cross on. I didn't know you had that.
Wow.
I sent that to you.
You know what Cosmic said?
What?
Jesus Christ spoke Arabic.
Oh, Arabic. Oh.
Look, there's your cross. This is the cross you made, right? This right here?
Yeah, okay. I made a cross and then it would shine blue. Only on that one little window.
Whoa.
They're telling me something. And is that the orb? Yeah, that's an orb that came out to, yeah.
Wow. Let's see. What's this?
Orbs.
Your back?
My backyard.
Oh, yeah.
You see the orb on the right, and there's an orb on the left. That's a white one. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that is an orb. Weird, man. It's a good orb.
It is a good orb. That's another one that's by the tree. It's hard to see.
Yeah.
That one's.
Hey, Marie, were those eyes in the back on that tree?
I'll go back. I saw right here. This right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, those look like eyes to me too. Over here. This is an alien.
Yeah, those are the eyes. They glow. There's no eye shine. It's glowing. It's weird.
I know, Slayer. Shut. They're saying because I messed up the word. They always give me a hard time. You guys already know. I know I missed. But anyways, let's go back to this. I messed up the word Arabic. Anyway,
Aramaic.
anyways, this one is obvious, but over here is the real one right here. That's the alien looking one.
Show them the one that where they come up to the door, Marie. If you can
Whoa,
find.
look at that. There's a Bigfoot right there's face right there.
Yeah, they're.
Okay, let's keep going. Okay, let me find it. Hold on. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, let's keep going.
We always circle Marie and I.
God damn it. Who's that?
Just keep going. I'll talk about him another day. Not ready to talk about it. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, this is the LA house. So this was my neighbor's porch, the one that died, and there was a Bigfoot standing there as I opened up the curtain. So this was when it was snowing really hard. It was terrifying.
Yeah, you can see the snow.
It's scary when they start surrounding you and then you hear about like 411 when the that's a head in the woods that I
Okay,
found.
Here we go. Here's
He's
a
in-
head.
I was alone in the woods. That's the back of my house. Zoom in.
Okay.
Do you guys see the head laying? It's looking at me. It actually was
This one?
smiling.
This one?
Yeah, yeah, it's like round right there. It was a rock,
Yeah,
and
right
then
there, you see the mouth, the nose, and the eyes, the hair.
so I took a picture of it.
Yeah. Let me keep going. There it is.
There
Right
he is.
Yeah,
Look.
clear as a bell.
That's a Sasquatch.
Whoa.
That was Thanksgiving Day. That was a bad one. I mean, like he's gritting his teeth
Whoa.
at me.
Holy macaroni. Look at the eyeball.
And I would rebuke it in the name of Jesus Christ, and they would laugh at me. It's like they didn't care. Like I didn't know what else to do. That
Hold on, I
man,
wanna get to-
a hooded man that would follow me around everywhere, human looking with a grim reaper, I call him. Except he didn't have an axe. And now I've been sicker than.
Hold on, I want to see the really cool one with the one in the window.
Me floating inside the portal.
Yeah, your feet are off the ground. That is so bizarre how your feet are off the ground and you're floating.
I showed the fishing game there. I'm like, so what do you explain like my feet floating? My feet are off the ground. Those are orbs that come to my house. That's a Ring doorbell, and those are orbs all over my house, flying around.
This one's bitching inside your house.
He
The
went
footprint.
inside my.
But let me get that really good one where he's looking in the window. It's so badass.
Oh yeah,
What's this one right there?
that's
Okay, wait, let me find the one.
It's coming out of the portal. Oh, I got hit in the back of the head and I was in a coma. And then they had a head because they thought that it was like it was such a
Okay, so
nightmare.
here in this ringer, the one where you're floating, you guys can see the face over here.
Yeah, well, that's the shed left. That piece of wood. It's my shed.
Oh,
So the portal is.
okay,
That's where
hold on, Renee, I will. I was going fast because I was trying to find the good one. Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh my God.
Okay, so this is a thing. That's a rebuke in the name of Jesus Christ. That little video, that man you see up there, because I was rebuking. So I bring the Ring doorbell inside my house because that's how I would see if they were inside my house. Sometimes they wouldn't show themselves, but I knew they were in the house. You know, people always talk about little people, and I'm like, what is little people? Like, I didn't even really think about it. So I look, and it's like this 3-foot man with curly black hair, blood coming out of his eyes, and that's my front door, and he's 3 feet tall, and he's holding his. If you go, he's holding a stick like he's gonna hurt me. That long part right there, that's my cell phone, me looking at him through my cell phone. That's the only way I could see it because the ring is connected to your cell phone.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in the bathroom in front of the mirror, by the way.
Oh,
There
my
it is.
God.
And see how
So
my
that's,
are covered with sheets and stuff.
is that the
Hey,
stick?
Marie, I
here?
think I need to go.
Okay, wait, we got one more. I want you to see the picture. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I need you to see one thing real quick. I'll go back, but I just want you to see the really good one. Hold on. I'll go back, you guys, but first,
Oh,
I got to
one
show the really good one. Hold on. Just hold on. I want you to see the one where it's leaning in the window. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, he's trying to get in the window. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on one sec. I'll show you one.
Oh, there's a
God
ghost.
dang it. Hold on. Let me just hold on. That's me. That's mine. That's Marie Mason.
Oh, there's
Damn it. I'm almost there. Hold on, Micah. Hold on. God
Mike-
dang. We're crazy. We got so many pictures.
I know. I have a lot of film too.
Micah, just hold on. I want you to see. Well, never mind, Micah. I'll show it later. But there's a picture of the Bigfoot leaning in the window at her house looking. I mean, full on fur and everything. Okay. I can't find it. I can't find it because I wasn't ready.
You're almost there.
Almost okay. Okay, hold on, Micah.
2 more, probably.
Yeah,
Oh,
there it is, Micah. Micah, there it is. There it is. This is her outside. This is the outside of her house. This is the window, and he's leaning in. Look, Micah, he's leaning in her window. See?
And he was a young one. He was 9 feet. We measured it.
Micah, look, he's looking in her window.
You can actually see his
Yeah, looks like he's bent down, reaching in, like, you know. That looks like when we used to take inmates out of a lockdown unit.
Thank you, Micah, for meeting you. I want to talk to you, so message me. You're so
nice. Yeah, I'm on Facebook and I'm in Marie's group also.
Okay, I'll look you up. Nice to meet you, my friend.
Nice to meet you too. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Thanks, Micah.
Marie, I feel like I'm talking too much. I'm holding up it's like 2 a.m.
Look, you're not holding anything up. We're having fun.
You sure?
Yeah, dog. This is what it's about. It's about us just hanging out. We want to talk about Bigfoot and experiences.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, let's read a few things. That's unbelievable that she was able to capture her levitation inside the portal.
I know. So but it really got me sick though. If I could take things back, I would have never done it. I didn't know I was in it. But
Betty says, such a creepy picture show.
It is. Imagine
Cosmic
and I showed them trying to go through my window. I got DNA too. So
okay. So yeah, I know I saw the dingling. We all saw the dingling with the him hanging in the window. Yeah. So somebody's asking, do you live in Canada?
No. Right now I live in Tennessee due to my health, but I'm originally born and raised in California. My daughters and I had an encounter in California. I filed a lawsuit with the fishing game because when I called the fishing game and I reported it, even though I had 3 witnesses, my daughter videotaped it, footprints, DNA, they said I saw a bear. So I'm trying to sue them, not for money, for them to do investigations when somebody calls and says, I saw a Sasquatch, I need help. Don't just lie to them and say you're crazy or you saw a bear. And that's what my fight is. So
watch this, Bella. If you Google Claudia's name, this is what comes up. She's right here everywhere. Claudia sues. Oh, there's an obituary. I hate when that happens. Look, this is Claudia right here, guys. Here she is. Yeah, but there's some. We have weird names. Me too. Okay, look, this is her. This is Claudia on the news. Crestline woman claims she saw Sasquatch right here. Wait. Hold on one sec. Hold on one sec. Let me see. Okay. Hold on one sec. Here we go. Okay.
This is where my daughter videotaped from your angle.
1 second. Screen share. Which one is screen share? Right here. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Ready? Here we go. Here we go.
That's where my daughters and I were walking, and we ran about 10, 20 feet behind me. And as I turn around, I'm looking straight, and I see the creature on that tree. So what I do is I continue walking closer to try to tell myself, am I seeing a shadow at tree scrum? At that point, I see his head turn. So I know that I'm not looking at a shadow. And this is where I stop. And this is where everything pretty much happened. This is where my daughter videotaped from your angle to the tree right over here. That's
I
the original.
swear to God. Mom?
Is it by the tree?
I'm listening, Slayer.
On the shoulder?
Yeah.
I want to go home now. Did he move? My poor daughter.
Mom.
He weighed about 800 pounds.
Beautiful.
Hair all over him, orangutan color. He also did not show his teeth, but he had black solid eyes. And
Wow.
my daughter saw 2 of them running at this point, where we have a 13-inch print in this area, and they run back here with the big guy. So there was a total of 3 Sasquatches that day. Thank you, Renee. Walking back and forth, and that's when I knew it was time for us to go. So okay, so then this is where his body weight was on that limb right there. That's how big he was. 33.
Big. He broke the tree.
No, my daughter was videotaping the creature as I was standing right here.
Okay, let me come back. Okay, here we come back. Okay, listen, Cosmic Degenerates in the house. Okay, Slayer, I'm here. What question do you want to ask? I'm trying to do a little bit of everything. So what did I miss? Because they're saying stuff like Marie doesn't see. Because I'm trying to do 5 things. You guys don't see it, do you? There's something wrong with this. She's in serious danger. I don't normally say things like that, but you know me. Okay. Argo, you see this? Okay, they're talking. Slayer, you're right. Okay. There are certain vibrations and frequencies that are bad for our bodies. They can make us very sick. That's probably what you were talking about, the portal, you know?
Yeah.
Cosmic says, this is why I always highlight that it's all demonic. I don't think they're all demonic, but that's your opinion. It can't be all demonic, and here's my reason why. Because some guardian angels definitely protecting us. If it was all demonic, we'd be dead. All of us.
Well, I think God is protected. I think the reason why I'm still here is because of God. You know what happened? I was so scared when I got back from the hotel that I started crying, and I said, God, I need you to send your angels. I felt like they were going to take me, like for good, missing 411. And I saw on the reflection from the TV them. And the minute I said that, they turned into nuns. He was like 12 feet tall in my kitchen.
Oh!
And then they started doing sign language. And then I said this out loud. I also know sign language. I know what you're saying. They didn't know I was staring at them from my 65-inch TV. So that's another story that happened. And then they fled. They were gone. Like, don't try to, be my friend. And you're really like, you know what I mean? It just bothered me. So.
And then talk sign language. Backstabbers.
Now she came out. They were dressed. They were like human. And she started doing like this to the big one. In my kitchen, I could see everything happening. And then I said, I also know your sign language. And as soon as they did that, they were like gone. But it was funny to see a nun that was 12 feet tall. You know what I mean? It's just
that would be trippy. I didn't say there isn't angelic help, tech support. Yeah. Okay, here we go. You wouldn't necessarily be dead if it was demonic. I understand. I'm just saying that it's not all okay. In my research, I've been filming them. Like this one, he had like a broken nose, and he was looking at me, and he was going like, right? But the hand wasn't his hand that was holding him. It wasn't his hand. It was somebody else's hand holding him back. So like instead of him going like this, it was somebody else's hand holding him away from me, and he was yes, and it's all on video.
Yeah.
So he was going like this, looking at me. He had dreadlocks, and he was looking, and you could see the white in his eyes. And then, but he wasn't holding his face. It was a hand backwards holding him back.
Thank God. Thank you, God.
Anyway, Slayer, you don't have to shut up. That's what we're here. We're all trying to learn. We're none of us are experts. We're trying to learn. So you ask. Everyone ask.
You know, like I learned, just because we don't agree, I'm not going to tear you up as a human being the way the Facebook community sometimes does. If I don't agree with you, I'm not going to tear you down. You don't have to agree with me, but I'm not going to tear you down as a person. We love you. You know what I mean? That's how it's
Anybody here in this group, anybody who's talked, anybody who's filmed, it's not only traumatic, but you know, we're all being told that we're like freaks. Okay, when I first started seeing them, I thought I was crazy, and then you know what I mean. So we're already put in a small box. We have to be careful. So we need support with each other, and
yeah.
then you're right, Claudia. When people, if I don't believe you or I don't believe our ghost story, I'm not gonna say, "Oh, you're stupid." I'm not gonna
I
like
know.
that's dumb.
Right.
Yeah, Cloak,
And
we're still here.
people like love who you are, because when you learn to have enough confidence and love for yourself, God comes first, then yourself comes second. You don't really care what people think. You're like, you know what? If you don't like what I say, fuck off. I'm sorry, you guys. But when I first started doing this, I would cry because I was like so nice. I was so hurt. But you get this hardness of your heart where you're just like, if you don't like what I have to say, you're welcome to leave. But you're not going to tear me down as a human being. You know what I
Right.
mean? You get boundaries to set on people. So,
Yeah.
excuse
She
my language.
definitely has way more happening than most people ever could dream of. If it wasn't for the Lord and her angels and Zanu protecting her, her story would be very bad. You know, Zanu, you know better than you know Dr. Johnson.
I love him. Yeah.
Renee, Claudia has had Dr. Johnson was at her house,
A
right?
few. Yeah. Love him a
Yeah.
lot. He's really good to me. Always stand by him. And I don't agree with some of the things. I went to Soha, and I didn't even tell him I went. I went by myself with Adam Davies and Ed because Adam had a horrible experience. Adam and Matt weren't talking. They were fighting amongst each other. Adam came and told me, like, Claudia, like, I'm so upset. I have to drink when I tell my story. And I'm like, no, you don't want to start drinking. You need closure. Let's go with you back there. And you tell them off what they did to you.
Yeah.
We went and we took him up there, and we were there for 3 nights. And Adam's demeanor completely changed. He went from laughing in the car, we drove up there, to like, as soon as we got there, he was just so scared. Ed had to sleep that night, so it was just Adam and I in the woods alone at Soha. And we got creepy. We got creeped out. It was really, you leave feeling like you just got beat up. So, but Adam felt better, and that was part of his closure for his healing because he was traumatized. So him and I are good friends. And I don't know if you guys, Adam Davies.
I don't know him. Here's somebody, Donna Stroke says, until Claudia started talking, I thought I was nuts and hallucinating. All of us went through it. I knew it was really happening. Thank you. I'm not crazy.
Oh, no, you're not crazy. Thank you for sharing that. And there are
That's
people,
exactly right.
and I'll
And
always
that's why we're here, right? Because
Yeah.
we, again, if I was alone, well, the first time I took the pictures, I saw you. I was crazy. I'm like, Claudia. I was like
Are
crazy
you
alone.
saw you in LA, and I said, Marie, there's going to be some people that will like put you down. Just, you have to be careful with who you approach. Some of those closed-minded people, you just don't even go. Don't waste your time. But I'm like, I understand what you're seeing because I see it too. So actually, Scott Carpenter taught me how to read. He taught me how to look at pictures and stuff, the faces and everything, because it does take practice to look at it.
Yeah.
Like Ed, I'll show him pictures. He's like, I don't see anything. I'm like, it's so frustrating. But
Yeah, and you know what? There's some people that can't see. It's I don't know what the word is, but they can't see the abstract type stuff. They can't see like blotches.
Yeah.
It's they really can't. And the second thing is, I even have friends they don't want to see because they're afraid.
And fear is real. Some people don't want to see it, and I don't blame them. I would prefer people don't see it. I wish people didn't see it. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Okay, so look, Slayer and up some of your stuff. Thanks for sharing. Cloak, you are nuts and you're crazy as heck. We're all crazy and nuts and brainwashed. Tons of daily deprogramming. Yes, it's true.
But you're watching this channel. That's funny.
Argyle, so Claudia is in our group, so message her later. And Argyle, this would be I like to call him Argyle. Everybody knows I can't. Argyle, you could contact Claudia on this stuff, but I think it would be a good subject, Argyle, to discuss your theories with Claudia another time.
I would
It would
talk
be
to
good.
you. And I have
Mhm.
video to show you too, to go with my story.
Yeah, it'd be
And-
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, it's a little late everywhere, especially you just got out of the hospital. You know, me and you, Claudia, we're sisters. We're tight. So this isn't like a show. This is just a bunch of groups hanging out. So you can come on anytime.
Thank you guys.
Okay.
I love you.
And if you ever want to rewatch this segment, it takes YouTube like 24 hours to process, and
Yeah.
you can rewatch all of the comments.
Oh,
But
thank you. Love you so much.
you guys, if you don't know, we have a Facebook group called Interdimensional Beings Living Among Us, and that's how you can contact a lot of us. And yes, Argo, I thought it was a great show, right, you guys? We had a lot of fun. We got to learn a lot. Remember that whole history about Odin?
Can I say one thing for you guys? If you have this stuff happening in your house, I just learned something. So if you feel that they're here, sometimes they talk and we can't hear it with our bare ears. But I found out something. If you have an iPhone, I have an iPhone. I turned on the video mode and I just turned it on for 2 minutes, very quiet. Then I played it back and you can actually hear them talking. I sent it to Marie. She's heard some of the things that I recorded in the house. Like the other day, they said, "Let's go." I was like, "Oh my gosh, they're in the house." But so.
Yeah.
And I'll
Boots
be
on the group says lots of prayers for Claudia.
Thank you.
Argo says Claudia is a champ. Renee says continued prayers. Great show. Great show. Buddy, don't be a stranger. I'm glad you're out of the hospital. I'm glad you feel a little bit better. Yeah, it's going to be replayed on YouTube, Cloaked. But remember, Cloaked, the chat won't come until 24 hours. YouTube processes it, okay? So a lot of these guys like to rewatch it and read what everyone wrote. And they all call me and go, "Why did you disable the comments?" No. YouTube has to process it.
Oh, yeah.
Tom says very informative. Betty says lots of wishes, blessing for all. I do leave it up. Rita, it's going to be up. Don't worry. It's going to be up, you guys. Okay, Claudia, I love you, buddy. Call me.
Love you. I will. I love you guys so much. Thank you for your love.
Claudia's going to be up too, Cloaked. It's going to be the whole thing.
I know.
I leave it up.
Because I'm on bed rest for 2 weeks. That's too long for me. If you need any questions.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Anybody can get a hold of Claudia. You know where to find her. And somebody asked earlier about the video. Just Google her name, Claudia Ackley. And all kinds of videos will come up. And also, I did a video with her 2 years. It was Halloween, buddy, remember?
Yes.
It was Halloween.
It was fun.
All right, good night all. Stay safe. Thank you guys, Slayer, Rita, Argyle, Renee, everyone. Whoop, whoop. We had a great night. All right, Claudia, talk to you later, Gator. Okay, you guys, I will see you guys later. Chow mein noodles. The video will be left up, and so will the comments will replay themselves. I had to go and switch to my cell phone because when Claudia started showing stuff, I have the audio down, but when there's certain energies, yeah. Yes, see, Enigma, it happened, yeah. Isn't that weird? When there's too much of us in the energy, usually when she comes on and we're showing different pictures, they're like, that's it. Yes, you're right, you guys. I had a great time, and be safe, and I'll talk to you next time. Let me show you my man. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. The butler has a Halloween mask on. He is the best guy in the world besides my dog.